Now to a safety alert. While the summer months bring warm weather and outdoor activities, it also brings an increase in crime. News Channel 20's Carolina Hassett joins us in studio with more on why this is and how you can stay safe. Carolina?
That's right, Stacey. Even though there is a city ordinance against fireworks, they're very common in the summer months. And with this, the Springfield Police Department sees an increase in calls for service, with many thinking it's shots fired. However, there are other factors that contribute to a rise in crime. Between the warm weather and activities like fireworks, residents may look forward to the summer months. However, it can be a challenging time for the Springfield Police Department with an increase in property crimes like burglaries and thefts.
There's more people out in the community at that time, which tends to lead to potential problems.
Calls for help regarding fireworks are especially common, with many thinking it's shots fired. However, Commander Joseph Beal says officers know how to tell the difference.
What we look for is what we call ground truth. Well, we'll see firework debris on the ground, or whether we see shell casings on the ground, so we can differentiate between the two.
Taking a look at 2023 numbers, according to SPD, the first 4 months of the year accounted for roughly 27% of calls for service for crime reports. In the summer months, there was an 8% increase in calls for service, and in the last 4 months of the year, there was a 2% increase. This increase is because of another important factor.
Part of that is going to be the fallout of the Safety Act and the fact that folks that may be getting arrested or maybe getting caught in a low-level crime aren't necessarily going to jail.
Regardless of the reason, SPD takes extra measures in the summer months.
Our school resource officers are pulled out of the school because school is out of session, and then we use them to offset some of our traffic details. We use technology, our ShotSpotter Connect, which is an analytical program that essentially predicts where potential crime might be.
So when noises are picked up by the technology, how can officers tell if it's a gunshot or fireworks?
They've heard gunfire through their training experience in law enforcement, and they can differentiate. If we get continued calls for service, like multiple calls for service for shots fired at one particular area, and then we get calls like, hey, we have a victim, you know what I mean? And then obviously that changes our response.
Now, Beal says some good news is that violent crime has decreased over the years. He says in 2020 through 2021, there were about 11 homicides each year. Only 5 were reported last year, and there are only 3 so far this year. In studio, I'm Carolina Hassett. Back to you, Stacey.
Thanks, Carolina. There is a city ordinance that does not allow fireworks. If you are caught with your own, it could result in a citation and monetary fine. Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.